Gun Tower Defense new update. They're adding Lucky Block Part 1, which will probably have a new Lucky Block currency. Something similar to the Easter event, like a Lucky Block hunt. As well as 2 regular new exclusive units that you can buy with seeds. Let's get teleported ideally and see what's the update. What new units do we have? Power increases and is stored when not attacking. More power deals more damage. Power decreases when attacking. Ability to restore full power and remain at maximum power for 5 seconds. It looks like it's gonna deal 15,000 DPS. And the shock root attacks enemies with electricity chain, hitting multiple enemies behind. Ability to deal AoE electricity damage to all enemies within range up to 20,000 damage per enemy. Let's test the new units in Farm Sandbox. Reacts auto skip. Let me give myself a bunch of money. Auto spawning off. Okay. Firstly, we'll do shock root. It starts off with a range of 20 with a fire rate of 2 and 160 damage. It goes 160 damage, 580, 850, 1300, 1500. And you can place 4 of them. Let's see how it does against a crowd of enemies. These do 10 instead of 0.5. They're hitting like 4 of them, I think. Or they're hitting like 8 maybe? That's not bad. I think they'll be able to clear out the bosses. That's good. How much damage did they all get? 1.2 million. Not bad. And now let's see how they do against one big boss. Enemies. Magma. No, I'll do 1. Against a 7.5 million health boss, they seem to be struggling. Let's see how much damage that lightning strike ability does. Alright, it did like, I think it's 20,000 for each, yeah. So it does like 80,000 with all of them together. And together they do 12,000 DPS. So they were only able to do like 1.2 million damage to the Magma Spider boss, making them an ineffective boss killer, but they might be decent for crowds. And for the plasma stem, starts off 360, 830, 1440, 2400, and 4000 damage with 0.5 fire rate and 38 range. Let's see how one of them does against one Black Widow snail. Alright, it did like 50,000 DPS, and then whenever the meter went down, now it's only doing like 8,000. I think it'll be able to kill this though. Let's see how 4 of them do against a crowd. Ten Black Widow bosses. The shock root was able to beat this. It shreds the first one, and then doesn't do that much to the second. Let's see with the ability. So they're charged up for like 5 seconds, which doesn't last very long when you're on 3x speed. And I don't think that it's gonna be able to beat these. Next, we'll test out the DPS on DPS dummies. One maxed out shock root is doing 4,000 DPS to 3 enemies. With all 4 of them placed down, it's doing 16,000 DPS to 3 enemies. With one maxed out plasma stem, it's doing 8,000 damage to 1 enemy. And with both of them placed, you're doing 16,000. Let's see how much damage the ability does. It goes to 16,000 DPS for 5 seconds. And the shock root's ability deals 10,000 full AoE damage. If you're gonna buy one unit, I would suggest the shock root, because with all 4 of them placed down, you're doing the same damage as the plasma stem, whilst being able to hit 3 enemies at once.